Microsoft provides a huge library of help and reference files for ASP.NET called MSDN. This provides comprehensive documentation for every part of the .NET framework. The .NET framework is a huge library of controls, functions, and utilities that is the foundation of ASP.NET. The .NET framework includes all of the controls you've worked with so far, and most of the C# code you will be working with later on. To begin, open Visual Studio. To open MSDN, click Help, View Help. A dialog may appear asking if you want to allow Visual Studio to display help files from the Internet. If the dialog appears, click Yes. A web browser window opens, displaying Microsoft's homepage for Visual Studio 2010. Let's search MSDN for the drop-down list control. To do this, click in the search box in the top left corner, type drop-down list, and click the magnifying glass icon. Let's click on the first search result that appears. Everything you could ever want to know about the drop-down list control is displayed. A lot of the help file won't make much sense to you at the moment. You'll probably recognize the list of properties and their descriptions, and will be able to understand some of the example code. At this time, there have been 5 versions of the .NET framework, and Microsoft has help files for each one. To make sure you're looking at the correct help file, check the text at the top of the screen just underneath the title. It should say .NET Framework 4. If it doesn't, simply click on the Other Versions drop-down and select .NET Framework 4. As well as the reference documentation available from MSDN, Microsoft has an online forum available where you can discuss Visual Studio and ASP.NET. To access the forums, close the web browser and then click Help, MSDN Forums. The web page will then appear in a tab inside Visual Studio. If you click the Ask a Question button, you will be prompted to register an MSDN profile, and will then be able to ask your question. Besides Microsoft's documentation and forums, the Internet is full of other development communities and tutorials. Sometimes, the best way to find the answer to a specific problem is to use your favorite search engine. If you search for ASP.NET drop-down list using a search engine, you will see the MSDN page you looked at earlier appear near the top of the search results, along with many other results from different places around the web. Close your browser and close Visual Studio. You've now completed Lesson 1:16, Get Help.